Noble Voice, you're all very welcome along. We are here at Lambert Park on what has been a beautiful sunny winter's day. And the ball is crossed in. Turner with the save. Terrific stop from point blank range. You're all very welcome along. We are here at historic Lambert Park in Sydney's inner west. What will be a very intriguing matchup tonight. The home side, APIA Leichhardt, coming into the weekend, they were sitting in second place on the ladder. But, Sydney United 58 have had a win earlier on this afternoon, and that's pushed them down one spot into third. However, with a win tonight, in fact even with a draw tonight, they will push themselves up to first place on the ladder. So Franco Parisi's men very much focused on the win tonight. On the other side, Vladimir Knezovic. It's been a difficult up and down season for Vladimir Knezovic and his Manly United side. Last 5 games, probably symptomatic of the way they've gone. It's a draw, a win, a loss, a win and a loss. So real up and down. And that's been exactly the way their season has panned out. We'll bring you the sides now, just as we've had the toss of the coin. In fact, we'll start with our referee as we just had the toss of the coin. It is Michael Wiener. He is going to be our centre referee. And he's supported by Joel Crawford, Daniel Korofsky, and our fourth official is going to be Molly Goodsell. Now the away side, Manly. A couple of players out tonight. They will be disappointed to be missing Sam Griffiths, who's their joint top scorer. He is unfortunately out for them. They've also got a couple of other players suspended tonight. So their team is as follows. In goal, it's Harry Turner. At the back, it's Jesse Pires, Aaron O'Driscoll. He of Cherry Orchard. I'm from Dublin myself. Had a nice chat to him earlier on. Cherry Orchard, a very, very famous football nursery in Dublin. Kekeru Ono and Max Martinello complete the back four. It's Stefan de Robillard, Darcy Burgess, Luke Neuenhoff and Toby Bakewell. In the middle of the field, Ben Coop and Will Folder up front. And now for Apia, who will be playing from right to left on your screen in their traditional maroon colours with the light blue shorts and the dark coloured socks. They've got Oliver Kalach in goal. Themba Mwatamarlo, Michael Kuta, Cameron Fong and Kyle Shaw will be the back four. It's Seiya Kambayashi, Rory Jordan, Fabian Monge and Eddie Caspers in midfield. And then up front, the dynamic duo, the very youthful dynamic duo of Max Court and Oliver Gonzalez. And it's David Feeney here. Alongside Nick Pitaro, bringing you all the action. And we are away and racing at Lambert Park. Yeah, straight into the action. A great tackle there straight away from Jesse Pires, as you would expect, the Manly captain. Terrific in the tackle. And the ball is back now with Oliver Kalach. Comment on Kalach's jersey in a minute, but ball just played forward there. Court flicks it on. Can Gonzalez get at the end of it? No, he can't, because Aaron O'Driscoll is across there, the man I mentioned earlier, the Dubliner. He got to the ball well, cleared away, and cleared further out. For sure now. And he finds Mwatamarlo. Plays it forward again, and there he is again in the air. O'Driscoll winning the ball well. But it's full now for Monge. Monge for Rory Jordan. Chance to get the first shot on goal away at the start of this match. Just 2 or 3 minutes gone. Jordan drops the ball outside for Kuda. Kuda plays the cross in. Well, it's avoided one, but not the other. In terms of the 2 youngsters up front. Luke Neuenhoff is there. And he's done well. He's cleared it away. But only as far as Seiya Kambayashi. Playing in midfield tonight. Seiya Kambayashi, a very versatile Japanese import. And now Shaw with the ball. Powerful back 2 here. Mwatamarlo and Shaw. And then pace with the likes of Fong outside. Ball is dropped low for Court. Dinks it over the top for Kambayashi. Kambayashi, can he get there? Gets the cross in, but not before it drifts out of play. And we'll have ourselves the first goal kick of the night. Harry Turner in goal in green. Just comment on Oliver Kalach's kit in a moment. A couple of weeks ago, Kalach was playing all in black, and his opposition were in very dark colours as well. It was difficult to tell between the two. Looks like he was in the dark colours again tonight. But, he's gone with the pink socks and in fact the pink jersey. Just to make sure we can see exactly who is who at the back there. Again, the average height of this back four for Manly must be significant. Shaw, we can see him now. Our vantage point here at Lambert Park is absolutely sensational. Kyle Shaw is towering over Ben Coop. He's not a short man himself. Mwatamarlo in the middle. And then the sizable presence of Kalach at the back. So if we were doing the American wrestling, the total combined height, it would be absolutely ginormous. So here is the captain now on the ball, and he finds Shaw. Drops it down now for Kuta. Kuta plays it in early, looking for Jordan. The radar just not quite in sync there. And oh no, drops it back for Turner. Turner plays it forward. But again, just into no man's land, and it's picked up comfortably there by Mwatamarlo. And he drops it outside for Fong. Is he taken down there, Fong? He is indeed. He's been playing fantastically these last couple of weeks. Cameron Fong. And, looks like he was going to get away down that right-hand side. Taken down by a Manly defender. And, they got a chance to send a few of those taller players forward now. And you can see Shaw now drifting forward. Guatemalar's there as well. And it's Kambayashi. Over the ball now. Kambayashi floats it in towards the penalty spot. Well, it's nodded away, but not fully cleared. Picked up by Kaspers, and he finds Kuda. Kuda to the back post. And it's headed there. A little bit more time and space than he thought, I think, did Oscar Gonzalez. Up and over the bar. Harry Turner stuck at his line there. Appeared not to really have that one covered. And they're taking it quickly. And they found O'Driscoll. A very high press here from APIA Leichhardt. And to pack Manly in at the back there. And they've turned it over, but won back well by Manly. Stolen by Apia, and then won back by Manly, and now won back again nicely by Shaw, who finds Monge, and Monge in turn. Delicate pass from Guatemala for Kambayashi. He'll roam around as he does Kambayashi. You'll see him in the middle of the field, out on the wings. He'll drop into full back if somebody pushes on. Ultra versatile player, the number 2. And now here is Monge again on the ball. Takes the return pass, Monge. Kambayashi, there he is again, popping up. Looking to find Kaspers. Can't quite find him though. A little bit too much on that pass. And Manly with a chance now to break away. And the heels are clipped there. It's Will Folger, the youngster, has his heels clipped as he's trying to make a bit of ground forward. And a little suggestion, Manly asking how come no yellow there, sir. Promising attack. Brought to a halt. But Michael Wiener following the unofficial rule. But, no yellow cards in the first 5 minutes. And a chance now for Manly to play from the back. O'Driscoll finds Bakewell, finds Priz. Priz plays it forward. Ball nearly into our commentary position here. I almost had a chance to head the ball back onto the field. Don't know if my colleague on camera here, Nick Batara, would have caught that if I'd been able to head it back, but we'll just sail past us and out. And it's going to be an Apia throw in just directly below our commentary position here. That's the Manly captain, Jesse Priz, who's going to take this. Darcy Burgess coming short. And it is Burgess that he finds. Priz gets the ball back. It's very, very tight in there. Burgess looking to get on the end of it again. Can't quite get it. And a few Manly players saying that there was a foul there. Priz having a little conversation. The assistant referee just below us. And it was Will Folger who felt he was fouled. It's a fair challenge, says Michael Wiener. And now they're back in possession. Apia Leichhardt with Fong. Finding Monge. For Kasper, spread out now to this near side. Kuta, space in front of Michael Kuta if he wants to run into it. And he does. Folder, closing him down, but not quite making up much ground there. Kuta now. Kuta looking to go around the outside. Heavy touch there though from Michael Kuta. And good experience defending there from Jesse Perez. Just ushers the ball out of play and sportingly. Make sure that Michael Kuta hasn't injured himself. Colliding with the advertising hoarding there, but just a little bit of a heavy touch there for Michael Kuta. Had space, almost too much space. Had Rory Jordan outside him. And Manly take the goal kick quickly. And it's to Robillard now on the ball. Again, a high press, a very high press from Apia. That's been a feature of their play so far. 4, 5, 6 players looking to turn the ball over deep in the Manly end of the field. But Manly have done well now to play it away. And they find Folder, and he does have space in front of him. But Gonzalez chasing back well. Closes him down. And the benefit of youth there. Gonzalez charging back. And now the press again. Court pressing. Gonzalez pressing. Rory Jordan pressing. They're holding the ball up nicely here, Manly. Composed with Nieuwenhof. Nieuwenhof, just in the nick of time. Gets it away from Max Court. And he's looking for it again here, Nieuwenhof. Burgess drops it off for him. And he gets a nice touch now and finds Folder. Folder now for Priz. First promising attack now for Manly. Ball is played in behind, not the intended target, Burgess, but picks it up well. And now Folder back again for Burgess. Will he check for a shot here, Burgess? He does indeed. Tries the shot in. No challenge there for Oliver Kalach. He just watches the ball drift harmlessly wide. And he will go and retrieve it himself. So 7.5 minutes gone here now at Lambert Park. Both sides certainly looking to play the ball short. Playing it out from the back. Apia pressing very, very high. Not such a high press now from Manly. Shaw takes his time, drops it back. Coup pulls him up, finds Kalach. Kalach now spreading it out for Fong. Fong takes a touch to Robillard is there. De Robillard, does he do enough? He just does enough there. Stefan de Robillard, the 7 jersey. Forces the error from Fong, and they'll have themselves a throw, Manly. Nieuwenhof and Bakewell both coming short. Flick now again for Burgess. Everything goes through this number 10 for Manly. And he finds Folder. Folder flicks it outside for Priz. Looking to get it back again, Folder. Priz chooses to find Bakewell, who in turn finds O'Driscoll. And the ball is now played long over the top. But no blue jersey there. It was Ono with the overlapping run, looking to get on the end of it. But, just a little bit too much pepper on the pass there. And Mawata Marla now will bring it out from the back. Finds Kambayashi short, but Nieuwenhof is there. Closing him down well. At the expense of a throw in though, which Fong will take now. Kambayashi again, takes a touch. Little turn. Looking to find the short pass in from Ange. It's cut out well by Manly. And Priz felt the pressure there. Finds Ono. Ono, short for Burgess. Burgess looking to return the pass there for de Robillard. Again, radar not quite right. Kalach's clearance, half blocked down there by Coop. From a Manly point of view, the ball almost falling for Stefan de Robillard. But out it goes for a throw-in, which is taken quickly. Martinello gets a nice touch on the ball there. Crumbs look to be picked up by both sides. And they're picked up by de Robillard. And he gets the ball back again nicely. Finds Bakewell. Bakewell out for Priz. Priz back inside for Bakewell. Bakewell touches it inside for Coop. Nice one-touch stuff here from Manly. Playing the ball with a bit of confidence. And now finding their danger man, Burgess. Burgess drops it outside for Ono. Oh no. Has to accelerate to keep the ball in play. Lovely cross in there. Avoids every player in blue and falls for Jordan. Rory Jordan clears it away. O'Driscoll up over the top there. Powerfully wins the header well. Good little passage of play there. Most promising passage of play from the Manly side. Playing the ball to feet. Moving into space and creating the half chance. Now here's O'Driscoll again for Coop. Coop battling hard for the ball. But, so is Monge, and Monge gets a touch, and he finds Max Court. Court looks up, spreads the ball beautifully out to that far right-hand side for Kambayashi. Kambayashi looking to go around the outside. He's got Ono there for company. Ono does really well. But, Kambayashi around the outside. Gets the ball for a second time. Bakewell is there. Bakewell clears it. Well, I was going to say an almost immediate turnover. But, the reason the ball was turned over, a little tug of the jersey there. By APIA Leichhardt. Eddie Kaspers in there amongst us. And so it's going to be a free kick now to Manly. What about playing it short? And, well, they do play it short. In fact, Ono drops it back for Martinello. And Martinello now into space for Nieuwenhof. Nieuwenhof sees Coop making the run there just off the shoulder of Mawata Marlowe. Couldn't quite direct the pass. The right idea. Coop making the early run. That's got to be the strategy for Manly. Shaw and Mawata Marlowe, two very tall players. It'll be difficult to beat them for size, but beating them for pace will have to be the strategy for this Manly side. And now Fong touches it nicely for Kambayashi. Back for Kaspers. Kaspers trying to spread the ball out into this near side where Michael Kuda was in an absolute acre of space. They might try that again. Kaspers holds it up. Is he caught there, Kaspers? To Robillard. But terrific tackle there. Captain Fantastic in there just to clean things up when it looked like de Robillard was going to have a chance to create something for this Manly side. Playing with confidence, Manly. Young side. Missing a few players. I had a conversation with Vladimir Knezovic beforehand. He said, yeah, they're down a few troops tonight. But he's giving some younger guys their chance. And now here's Michael Kuda with the chance. To the back post. Cleared away well by Ono. He could feel the fact that Saya Kambayashi was hovering with intent just behind him. Didn't want to take any chances there. Kikero Ono and drops it out for a corner, which Michael Kuda now will come across to take. Yeah, Vladimir Knezovic just mentioning he's given a few younger lads some time tonight. Sam Griffiths' top goal scorer is out. He's got Hillier out suspended tonight as well. And so he said he's got confidence in some of the younger players coming through. Well, let's see how they can defend this corner with Shaw right there in the middle of the 6-yard box. And the ball is floated in his direction. Shaw tried to win it, but O'Driscoll does well. And he gets it away. That'll be an important battle at the back there from set pieces. O'Driscoll at the back. Shaw, he stayed up now. Going to get the ball again. And now Court. Out on that far side. Drops it back for Rory Jordan. Jordan. Chinking run. Finds the short pass. And again for Kambayashi. And again for Jordan. And Shaw's calling for the ball now right in the middle of the field. Rory Jordan chooses to drop it back for Caspers. And again for Kambayashi. Floated in there. Gonzalez with the touch. Not enough of a touch from an APIA Leichhardt point of view. Harry Turner, he'd already committed himself to the cross. That ball would have rolled almost in slow motion from Harry Turner's point of view into the goal. Had it been a more significant touch from Gonzalez. But, just the half touch. And Turner delighted to gather that ball just outside his 6-yard box. And they're playing it now out for the back with Nieuwenhof for de Robillard. Lovely touch from de Robillard. Little tug of the jersey there. Referee lets it go. And now Nieuwenhof with space. Finds Burgess outside. Burgess, he's got Ono overlapping. Burgess still going. Burgess drops it outside for Ono. No flag. Ono plays it in low. Gets a touch. And the ball just goes out. Well, the last touch came off a Manly player there, but very, very promising attack from Manly. Burgess, as ever, involved. Driving forward, it was Nieuwenhof who turned nicely in the middle of the midfield. Caspers, a little tug in the jersey there. Good advantage played by our match referee, Michael Wheeler. Burgess had two options. Dropped it outside for Ono. Low cross played in. No decisive touch there from a Manly point of view. And out it goes for a goal kick. And now Shaw. Under a little bit of pressure there, Shaw. Does well to find Monge. And Monge back for Kalic. Kalic. Again for Shaw. 5 Manly players up here. A line of 4 and Ben Coop as well. So they're going for the high press also. So Kalic, no choice really. Got to play it over the top. Looking to find Kambayashi. Kambayashi gets a touch. Martinello is there. Does well, Martinello, when he clears it. Up and out. Just beside the floodlights for a throw. And now, Monge. Drops it short. Again, just not quite in the same wavelength here. It's the interesting thing about Franco Parese's sides. He's been changing his team around every single week. He's got a very deep bench. He's got a couple of injuries, of course, as well, as every team does this time of the year. And, a few players just not quite in the same wavelength a few times. It looked like a foul throw there. Referee lets it go. But a few players not quite in the same wavelength. Passes just going behind when a player pushes forward, or a pass being pushed into space and a player coming short. But, that's the way you have to play things at this time of year. Matches coming thick and fast. And, for several teams now, of course, midweek matches with a couple of games postponed and delayed for various reasons. So he's using his bench, using his squad well. But now here come Manly again. De Robillard, lovely turn. But, Court is there. Does well. Now Caspers, lovely touch from Caspers. Well, a rugby challenge there from Nieuwenhof. Referee says advantage played. Almost a lifting tackle there in rugby parlance from Nieuwenhof. And Caspers, the referee says let's play on. And now Coop, he has drifted into an offside position, he has indeed. And the referee is now having a little word with Luke Nieuwenhof. Caspers is offering him a forgiving pat on the back, but it started off as a rugby challenge, and then he lifted him, and then he let him go into the turf. But Eddie Caspers saw the funny side of it. And now a little bit more rugby there. Kuda looking to get away from Will Folger. Referee says free kick sufficient again. Now Michael Kuda dinks the ball forward nicely for Gonzalez. Gonzalez, but O'Driscoll is there. The heavy challenge. Gonzalez looking up plaintively. Feeling like that was a challenge in the back. An element of welcome to first grade about that one. Strong challenge from O'Driscoll. Got there first, got the ball, and then followed through. Just to make sure Oscar Gonzalez knows he's there. He's a sizable character, Oscar Gonzalez, in spite of his youth. But, O'Driscoll had the better of him physically, and again, these are going to be interesting battles. O'Driscoll at the back, marking Gonzalez, but then also marking the likes of Shaw when he pushes forward. But, there's only one Aaron O'Driscoll out there. Now Kuda, was he caught there by Burgess? I thought that he was. But, referee disagreed. But they have won themselves a throw now. Michael Kuda. down below. There's no ball boy here. A couple of balls sitting around, but no ball boys. Must be hard to recruit ball boys on a Saturday night. And then after all that, the ball goes down for Michael Kuda, and he drops it. Apologises to his teammates and sets up again for the throw. Michael Kuda. He's got Kaspers, he's got Monge. Court is there. Touch inside from Court. Down he finds the blue jersey, does Max Court. And now Martinello looking to play it from the back. Finds Nieuwenhof nicely. Nieuwenhof pivots on the ball. Drops it back for O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll short for his captain, Priz. O'Driscoll gets the ball again, but again with this high press. Kasper's pressing, Kambayashi pressing, Gonzalez pressing. Max Court out of that far side. Very, very definite strategy here. And now Burgess turns beautifully. Does he get away from Shaw? Well, he's pulled him back there, Carl Shaw. And again, they're asking for the yellow card here. Max Burgess felt that he was away into space. Referee's maybe having a little bit of a think about this. He's maybe going to speak to his assistant referees. Has a little think there. Experienced referee, Michael Wiener, decides no card. And perhaps got away with one there, Carl Shaw. He could tell that Burgess was away and into space. And that ball is played forward. Shaw is there again. Gets a touch. It's an errant touch. Only finds that man Burgess. He plays it into space, but it's cut out beautifully by Fong. And there's a slip there from Ono. Fong now in tons of space. But he's only got two up with him. He's got Jordan. He's got Gonzalez. Crosses the ball in. Jordan is there. Can't quite get it. Fong and Fabio Monge, I beg your pardon, was hovering with intent there on the edge of the box. Hoping to pick up the clearance. Clearance fell for a Manly player. And a Manly looking to play it from the back, but they've lost it. It's Kaspers. And he finds Kuda. Kuda back again for Kaspers. Lovely overlapping run. O'Driscoll holding it up down there in the corner. Kaspers with Kuda. Oh, he's taken a heavy challenge there, Michael Kuda. Down he goes. Free kick taken quickly. Referee says play on. Gonzalez steps inside, drives it in, and he's opened the scoring. Oscar Gonzalez from the quickly taken free kick there. Well, it was Michael Kuda who was fouled. The Manly players standing on ceremony. The free kick was taken quickly. Oscar Gonzalez picked up the ball inside the box. Took one step inside the Manly defender, drove it in low. What a cheeky one that was, says the ground announcer, and he's very right. 20 minutes gone in this first half. And it is Oscar Gonzalez with the goal. That is his 6th goal of the season, Gonzalez. He's pressing now. He's got Prezi Ortiz on 7, Jack Stewart on 6. And Oscar Gonzalez moves up to 6 goals for the season. The youngster with a very, very quickly taken free kick by Apia. Caught flat-footed there at the back. The Manly United defence. And Gonzalez wasn't waiting for a second invitation, and he drove the ball in low. Just over 20 minutes gone in this first half. APIA Leichhardt 1, Manly United 0. Now, Muatamarlo finds Kaspers. He finds the goal scorer, Gonzalez. Looks to go around O'Driscoll. Ball falls for Court nicely. Court now outside for Kambayashi. Kambayashi bearing down a goal. Kambayashi with the shot. Well, he just got under that a fraction, did say Kambayashi. And was not able to sting the palms of Harry Turner. But, this high press and transition from APIA Leichhardt, very, very effective so far in this first half. And here's that high press again. Court pressing the goalkeeper. He nearly gets a touch there. Harry Turner forced into a futsal-style topo clearance. Now Folder looking to play the ball through. Burgess was making a terrific run there. And Jordan jumps over the challenge. And he's caught. And again, players calling for the yellow card here. It was a little bit of a reckless challenge. But again, they've taken the free kick quickly here. APIA Leichhardt not waiting around. And the ball is played in behind for Rory Jordan. Jordan with the shot. Didn't quite get enough on it there, Rory Jordan. Very comfortable for Harry Turner. Intensity is lifting now. And you can hear over on that sideline, APIA Leichhardt bench encouraging that intensity, that positivity. They want to keep the momentum up. And it is certainly telling so far here at Lambert Park. Now, ball played forward, but again, not towards a Manly player, and picked up easily by Muatamarlo. And then Monge again. Is there an arm over the shoulder there? There was indeed. Nieuwenhof. Just a little arm over the shoulder there, just enough to put off Fabian Monge, 18 against 19 there in the middle of the field. it's Kaspers now. When he flicks it across for Monge, who gets set to take this. Haven't pushed the big men forward this time. Shaw and Muatamarlo have stayed back, and here is Shaw on the ball. And again, Muatamarlo. Great to see him back, having missed so many games last year. Now, ball is to be played for well. Again, they're looking to play the ball early into Ben Coop, looking to try and get in behind. And here he is again, but one well in the air. Falls for Burgess. Burgess picks the ball up beautifully, finds Nieuwenhof. Nieuwenhof, he's pressed quickly by Kambayashi. Gets the ball back again. And again, he finds Burgess, but Burgess has got 2-3 APIA Leichhardt players around him. Can't maintain the ball, but Muatamarlo gives it away there. Folder. And now Folder comes with Rory Jordan, comes back in straight away. And a beautiful little back heel from Monge. And then a nice turn from Kuda. And then more tucking of the jersey. Didn't like that one, Michael Kuda. Words exchanged there between Will Folder and Kuda. And has grabbed the jersey quite a few times, the number 16. Michael Kuda, not best pleased with that treatment. And, well, a careless pass. And there is that man again, Folder. And he dinks it across for Dorobalar. Dorobalar takes a touch. Space in front from Dorobalar. Cameron Fawn chasing back. Steps inside Dorobalar. Does well. Goes again. Muatamarlo in with the decisive challenge. Bakewell for Priz. Priz floats the ball in. Will that be too close? It is indeed much too close for Oliver Kalach. Hasn't had much to do in these last few minutes. Kalach, certainly not much to do with his hands. But he came, called well. And he bowls it out now for Shaw. Shaw. Inside for Monge. Monge looks up and sees Cameron Fong. Fong's got Kambayashi outside him. Drops it off for Kambayashi. Kambayashi into space for Gonzalez. Gonzalez floats it in for Max Court. Cleared away well, Rory Jordan. Onto the knee. Didn't quite fall for Jordan. But it's now back for Kaspers. Manley back in situ, defending. But here is Max Court again. Max Court stepping inside one, inside two. Drives it in low. Applied applause there from the sideline. Nice little bit of play there from APIA Leichhardt. But again, no danger to Harry Turner's goal. And again, I'm not sure if the effects mic is picking it up, but it's just constant from the APIA bench. Press. They're shouting. A really, really clear strategy they have here tonight. And that strategy being reinforced from the bench continually. And it's working again, the press, because they've turned the ball over nicely. And now Fabian Monge on the edge of the box tinks it outside to where Michael Kuda has been on every single other occasion tonight, with the exception of the one time that the ball is played into that space. So a lovely little dink from Fabian Monge. Turned over and a throw in now for Manley. Folder flicks it on. Burgess can't quite win it. He's battling again there, Burgess, as is Kaspers, as is Monge. And ball falls now for Kaspers. Kaspers drops it back again for Monge, for Jordan. Jordan dinks it forward into the box. Lovely touch from Fong. Fong drops outside for Kambayashi. Shot is blocked. Off the bar. Gonzalez a chance for two. Well, it came back off the bar, down almost over the line. And up into the very, very grateful arms of Harry Turner. Looked destined to be a second goal there for this APIA Leichhardt side. Over 25 minutes gone now in this first half. They are in total domination mode here, APIA Leichhardt. They are not giving this Man United side an inch at the back, an inch in midfield, or an inch in the last third of the field. And now every single player except Oliver Kalach is in the Manly half of the field. Here is Michael Kuda. Shaw drops back. Chooses to find his keeper. Kalach pressed by Coop, so he goes long. Max Court realises he's not going to get it, so drops off nicely. Well, belying his young years there, Max Court, you could see that he wasn't going to win the ball, so dropped off, waited for the header to be won by Manley, and then won the ball back immediately. Spreads it out for Kuda. Kuda floats it in. Keeper leaves it. Well, he went, and he came back, Harry Turner. No APIA player attacked the ball. But a second goal, looking at almost inevitability here at Lambert Park. Gonzalez, Court, Kambayashi, Kaspers, all looking dangerous in possession. And here is Kaspers again. Can't quite hold on to the ball. And there is Fabian Monge. And there is Burgess. Was a late challenge there from Rory Jordan. And again, there's calls for a yellow card now almost every time there's a foul. Will Folder, who he himself has been lucky not to be the receiving end of yellow cards, had a sharp word there for our referee Michael Wiener. And match referee not really enjoying that one. Reminded Will Folder, the referee's in charge here, and sent him on his way. And here now is O'Driscoll again, playing it in, but again, only finds an APIA Leichhardt jersey. They seem to have 12 players out there, APIA Leichhardt. The movement, the energy that they're showing, in possession, out of possession. Rory George, just a heavy touch there from Rory Jordan, down below us. They'll get a chance to take a breath here, Manly. And they might avail of that. We've got ourselves some ball boys now. As Priz just pauses for a moment. Doesn't have many options. He's got Bakewell there. He's got Folder again. And now Ben Coop. Coop takes a touch. Is there a handball there off Marlowe? There is not, but he's been caught on the knee there. Marlowe gone down quickly. And, back on his feet, thankfully. The central defensive partner. Kyle Shaw helps him back to his feet directly. And again, it's just these little half chances, throw-ins, free kicks. That looks like the only way Manly United are going to create anything here tonight. Little flick there from Ben Coop, trying to get into a bit of space. Couldn't make enough room for himself to get a shot in. And here is Marlowe with Coop, pressing. Does well. Finds Monge. And Monge, just with a delicate touch for Kuda. Back again. They're trying the high press now. 5 up. And Gonzalez. Beautiful turn from Gonzalez. And down he goes. So Driscoll with the foul. They take it again quickly, as they've done all night. Monge, beautiful ball out into space there, but cut out well by Martinello. They've turned it over yet again. And Kambayashi finds Gonzalez. He's back up on his feet, and he finds Jordan. Jordan looks to go around the outside. A strong challenge from Priz. He's won it back, Jordan. Looking to turn. He goes down, Jordan. And referee says that was a foul. First challenge was very heavy, but fair, I would say. Second challenge just caught the ankle of Rory Jordan. And that is the signal now, certainly for Shaw to go forward. Marlowe having a bit of a think about it. And on reflection, he's decided to send himself forward as well, the captain. And you could just see the size difference there. Shaw towering over just about every other player in the box. Marlowe was there. They're going with the zone defence. O'Driscoll right in the middle of the 6-yard box there. And now here comes the ball from Kambayashi. Floated in, and it's headed well, but headed over. It was the captain who got to it there, almost unmarked. Marlowe drifting into the box late, won it well. So again, couldn't direct it on goal. And Harry Turner breathes again. And back now for O'Driscoll, who finds Priz. Short for Coop. Look how deep Ben Coop has got to come to get the ball here. He's 15 metres inside his own half. And that is the only way he's going to get any possession. And this high press has turned it over yet again. Or has it? Well, Monge looked to have gotten possession there, but couldn't quite find a teammate. And here's O'Driscoll again for Priz. Plays it in short. Burgess is there. Touches it off for Neuenhoff. The swarming defence here from APIA Leichhardt. Gonzalez pressing, and they have forced the error there. They're trying a bit of everything. There's a high press, there's a bit of gegenpress, there's some swarming. But the intent is the same. Do not give this Manly side a moment's peace in possession. And that is what Burgess is saying to them. He's just saying to his teammates there, Darcy Burgess, we've got to go quicker, guys. Any delays, we're being closed down. Now Monge with a touch. Court does beautifully. And plays the ball in behind. Well, the goalkeeper's off his line really well there. Saw the danger, Harry Turner. The pass in behind for Seiya Kambayashi from Max Court. But beautiful skills there from Court. Toby Bakewell looked to be favoured to get to the ball, but Court just a little bit of acceleration at the last moment. Got the ball, got the touch, but couldn't find Kambayashi. And now here he is again, that man. Seiya Kambayashi. Options left and right. And in the centre, finds Jordan. Jordan holds it up. Michael Kuda now with the overlapping run. Finds Kuda. Folder is there. Kuda looking to go around the outside. Saw that his run was blocked. Also steps inside Michael Kuda. Folder again, nipping at his heels. Does well to maintain possession there, Kuda. Finds Jordan, who in turn finds his captain. Plays it in low. Lovely pass for Kaspers. Takes a touch. Gets past Neuenhoff, and now here is O'Driscoll striding out from the back. Can't quite do enough. Burgess isolated, but he does well. Drops it back for Ono. And Ono now in field. Can't quite connect with Ben Coop. And they'll come again here, APIA Leichhardt. For all their possession and for all their chances, it's still only 1-0. Casper is looking to do something about that and spreads the ball beautifully onto that far side for Kambayashi. Back inside for Monge. Monge and Kambayashi exchanging passes. And then they bring Fong into the triangle. And Fong comes again, finds Kaspers. And Kaspers spreads it out now for Michael Kuda. Kuda's got Rory Jordan making a run. Chooses to find Eddie Kaspers short. Who patiently drops it back for Shaw. Shaw takes the return pass from his captain. Finds Kaspers. Mwada Marlowe. Fong. Magnificent control of the ball here from APIA Leichhardt. Kaspers again. Kaspers looks up. No options really. Does a full 360. Drops it back outside for Fong. Fong looking to dink it forward into space. Finds Monge. Monge gets a touch, but then a second touch. Can't quite hold on to possession, but beautiful, patient, controlled possession there from APIA Leichhardt. Great movement. But ultimately came to naught, but they're still keeping this territory battle alive. And they're winning it very, very comfortably. Again, every player except Oliver Kalach in the Manly half of the field. As Kuda now strides forward. And he spreads it across for Kambayashi. Who drops it back for Fong. Fong takes a touch. The ricochets are falling their way too. APIA Leichhardt. Ricochet falls for Monge, who finds Kambayashi. Who in turn finds Kaspers. But he's driven back. Kambayashi, ball over the top. Looking to find Court. He finds Ono. And now again, Gonzalez looking to slide in there. And Manly, every time they've got the ball again, trying to come forward, trying to maintain some possession. And they've managed to do it now with a beautiful turn from Neuenhoff. Excellent Maradona-style pivot turn there from Luke Neuenhoff. And he finds Ono, who in turn finds Darabalar. Cameron Fong is there, closing him down quickly. They've still managed to hold on to possession there. It's Bakewell. Well, he's driven back. Martinello all the way back now for Turner. This is the longest period of play they've had in possession in quite some time. Manly United. And now O'Driscoll, closed down by Gonzalez. He finds Perez in for Neuenhoff. Flick back inside. The flicks aren't really working for Manly. They battle again, and they win it. And here is Burgess. Plays it short for Coop. Coop goes down, feels the challenge. Didn't feel he touched him there, Eddie Kaspers, and expressed that opinion. But, referees never change their mind. And now the ball is played forward. It's a good little run there from Will Fulder. But Priz is frustrated with himself that he wasn't able to make the connection. But, a little bit more positive in these last 2 or 3 minutes for Manly, getting a little bit of possession, maintaining it, giving their defenders a bit of a breather. And that looked like another foul throw. That's maybe the second foul throw we've had tonight. But Kuda now into space for Gonzalez. But, the ball is cleared and over and up. Out onto the main street out here outside Lambert Park. So the ball boys will have a job now to go and fetch that one. And now Kuda. Not many options here for Michael Kuda. And again a call for a foul throw here. Not sure I remember many calls for foul throw. But we've had 3 already in this first half. Kaspers looking to release Kuda. But O'Driscoll is there. And he does well. And finds Bakewell, who turns. And they're trying to break away from the back here. Martinello, but he's held up. But again, this incessant pace that APIA Leichhardt are showing. Out of possession. But, when they do get a chance to break there, Man United, the pace of players like Rory Jordan coming back, blocking off any chance they have of getting possession inside the APIA Leichhardt half. Jordan. He finds Monge. And in turn for Kalach. Kalach distributes it out beautifully for Fong. Fong into space now for Max Court. Court with pace. Court now with composure. And he finds Gonzalez. Not much else there for Gonzalez. Is there a touch there? Last touch. Oh, Farron O'Driscoll. And beautiful play there. Kalach, the goalkeeper. Out to Cameron Fong, the fullback. Into space for Max Court. Showed pace. Showed composure. Showed a nice touch. Dropped it back inside for Gonzalez. Held the ball up nicely. But Aaron O'Driscoll was there. The pride of Cherry Orchard. And last touch off him and out for a corner, which Michael Kuda will take now. With his left foot, you'd imagine, out on that far side. Almost 39 minutes gone now in this first half. Still just 1-0 to APIA Leichhardt in spite of their dominance. And now Kuda floats it in low. Flicked in and flicked away. But it's still there for Caspers. Can't quite get on the edge of the box. Caspers and O'Driscoll does well. Gets it away. But only as far as Monge. Who flicks it out for his captain. Well, the two captains coming into battle there. And Priz wins out. Priz and Mwata Marlow battling well. Priz was the winner. But, won the battle but not the war. As Appy got possession, but now they've come back again. And Burgess, well, he's given that away in a dangerous area to Rory Jordan. Jordan not quite able to control it. And, again, Rory Jordan showing a little bit of frustration with himself there. Took the first touch nicely. Couldn't quite maintain possession. And they're going to have to play it out from the back again. O'Driscoll. Priz for Turner. For Martinello. Neuenhoff is short. Court is there. Encouraging his teammates forward. And again, they're leaving them almost no choice but to play the ball long here. Very patiently maintaining possession. Had to try and play it long there. There was absolutely nothing on. And a little slip there, I think, from Fabian Monge. He's caught Luke Neuenhoff on a sporting apology. Man United trying to get themselves out here. And here is Neuenhoff. And a run now made from de Robillard around the outside. Fong does well. Uses his pace. De Robillard looking to get around the outside. Can he win himself a corner? Can he win himself a throw? Well, he's won the possession back to Robillard. When he drops it off for Neuenhoff, who finds Ono. Ono, little ball inside. Ball is taken away by his Japanese compatriot. But he's won it back again. And they're on the ball inside the Appia half for almost the first time that I could remember, certainly the last 15 or 20 minutes. And now Priz, they can't quite get the ball into the APIA Leichhardt half, can they? Here is O'Driscoll striding forward. Priz still inside their own half. Still inside their own half. They're driven back. And now here is Neuenhoff. Lovely little drag back. Eventually makes his way inside the APIA half. Beg your pardon. Bakewell for Priz. And he now spreads the ball out for Martinello. But Martinello has to turn it back inside for O'Driscoll. Less than 5 minutes to go, you'd imagine now in this first half. Not much injury time, not many delays of any description. And now the ball's played dangerously over the top, but Mwata Marlow is there. Beats Coop to the ball, takes it, turns it back inside. And Caspers has to battle and does well and wins it. And now looks to release Gonzalez. A little bit too much on it there. And Gonzalez was being encouraged to keep going. Gonzalez looks to close down the keeper. And again, nearly does. Court and Gonzalez, their closing down of Turner has been fantastic. Just in the nick of time on more than one occasion. Harry Turner got the ball away. Kuta challenged well by Bakewell. And now Burgess drops it off for Fulder. Fulder into space now for Coop. Coop looking to step inside. Gets inside, plays the ball across. Well, de Robillard was in all sorts of space. And Ono is now in lots of space. Ono looks to step back inside. Bounce the ball, doesn't favour him. And de Robillard is forced back. And de Robillard loses possession. Caspers is there. Caspers looking to just flick the ball past Stefan de Robillard. But for the first time in this match, a chance out on that far side. De Robillard was there. And Ono was there. The cross could not find either of them. A second chance. They could not pull the trigger. Ball is still now deep in the APIA Leichhardt half. And de Robillard picks it up again. Caspers is there quickly. Gets it. Beautiful touch. Goes again. Well, he's caught late as Caspers. There's an apology from Ono. Caspers again. He's up quickly. They look to take the free kick quickly again, as they've done many times. The goal tonight came from a quick free kick. That's been the way they've played the game tonight, APIA Leichhardt. And just a fraction behind Max Court there, making a good run into space. But Kuda couldn't quite find him. And now here's Monge. He's won the ball back. And he finds Jordan. Jordan turns it over again. Nieuwenhof comes. Nieuwenhof just lost his feet there, I think. Nieuwenhof, no foul. He's looking for a foul. But, just seemed to get tangled in his own feet. Now Kambayashi over the top for Monge. But late flag there out on that far side. As we tick down towards half-time, 90 seconds or so to go in this first half. That has been absolutely dominated from start to finish by APIA Leichhardt. Their tactic of a high press when Mali have got the ball deep in their own half, and then swarming when the ball comes anywhere near the halfway line to try and win possession back has been very, very effective. They've had all the possession. They've absolutely dominated territory, but they've just got the one goal to show for it so far. And, quite cleverly now, they're going to try and run the clock out here. You'd imagine they would take 1-0 at half-time, Manly. The amount of chances APIA have had to only be one goal down is a moral victory for this Manly side. Now, it's not half-time yet, though. Court plays it out for Kambayashi. He's got Odo in front of him. He's got Gonzalez and Jordan in the box. Got Court coming now as well. Drops it outside for Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking to play the return pass for Kambayashi. And again, as we mentioned, this ever-changing APIA Leichhardt lineup. The benefit is, of course, that players won't be as worn out when they get to the end of the season. Of course, APIA Leichhardt playing in the Australian Championship this year. And so the season goes for 10, 11 months for some of these players. But that's the benefit of having the big squad. But the challenge, of course, is those connections not quite being there. And that's happened a few times tonight. The 45 minutes is up. We're into time being added on now by a referee, Michael Wiener. He's had a little glance at the watch there. And the ball is back now with Kalac. And Kalac for Kaspers. He has been everywhere across this field tonight. Kaspers. And he turns nicely and dinks it inside for Monge. Monge, have they got one more chance to create before half-time? Kuda. Terrific sliding challenge coming in there from O'Driscoll. But Kuda now in a bit of space, and O'Driscoll's left behind him. Kuda floats the cross in. Clearance as well. It's only half away, and then 3/4 away. Kuda's got it back. Last chance before half-time. Floats it in. Headed away, and all the way away. And we play on here. A long look at the watch there from our referee. A little conversation, I think, with his assistant here. Michael Kuda, short for Kambayashi. Kuda again for Monge, leaves it beautifully. Gonzalez drops it out for Jordan. Rory Jordan's got support outside, chooses to shoot. But it's blocked well by Odo. And that is, in fact, the last action of the half. A half of football that has been thoroughly dominated by the home side here, APIA Leichhardt. They opened the scoring after 20 minutes. Oscar Gonzalez, the benefit of a quickly taken free kick. He drove the ball in low and hard, giving Harry Turner no chance. And in spite of various chances, some good saves from Turner and some good defending from Manly United. At half-time, we will pause with the half-time score. APIA Leichhardt 1, Manly United 0.
It's a sunny afternoon around Sydney town. Looking forward to how this game goes. Oh, geez. I tell you what, that is plucky. Lawal just got his rump in. A wipe with a towel. We're in injury time as we speak. Still waiting for the board. I think it's going to be 1 minute of additional time. And as the ball comes inside, a goal. Well, he got himself in a lovely position. The Sky Blues. There's Lawal has got possession. Lawal now teetering in the area, has the shot, goes past Hillside. Just like the first half, he gets the opening goal. They're on the charge for another here. Abdul Rahman, dangerous, inside. Lawal, hat-trick. He's coming back and being told it's Lawal now. Works it on, here's a chance. Abdul Rahman, another goal. Check on the googly machine. Now Lawal, he's got the chance. Yep, make it 4.
This is a really important kick of the football. From 12 yards, Jack Fulton scores!
Kobayashi. Nizam peeling to his left is Kobayashi, but Nizam will take the shot and he buries it. Can't Nizam. Nizam in front of him. 1-2 from Jack Stewart. He gets a better side of him. Michael Cooter cuts it back, looking for Court! And Max Court finds the back of the net. And just like that, APIA. Kobayashi skips inside and has Fong to his right, and Cameron Fong will get to it first and can measure a nice ball in, cutback ball. Onto the penalty spot it goes, and Presley Ortiz.
Crosses back in again. Yeah, it's cleared away nicely to Tafu. Tafu drives in the shot, takes an awkward bounce. Oh, and it's gone in. A ball has gone in there. Mason to Tafu with the shot.
It's a couple of times now where they've been guilty of perhaps throwing the long ball too quickly. Muri Najjar, the flag has stayed down. A huge chance for Rockdale! Never think you know which way a game of football's going. Of course, to get one over there. Emergent enemy, that is a brilliant switch of play though. And an opportunity for Marconi to equalise. Another great save from Kane. Oh, brilliant. It's cleared away again. And then bashed in by Armson.
Free kick taken short. Olsen back on his feet. Curves it into the box, and it's going to be finished at the back post. Sutherland lead at Sydney United.
We're almost ready for the second half here. We're just looking around to see if there have been any changes. I was just chatting to our camera person here, Nick Pitaro, and letting him know that a few weeks ago I had a Sydney United 58 game. And Mason Wells' mum was kind enough to help me with the second half substitutions. She had picked who had gone off and who had gone on. But no parents of players here beside us to help with the changes. But glancing around, don't appear to be any changes for either team. And no indications from our fourth official, who was Molly Goodsall today. And so we're all ready and set for the second half. David Feeney here with Nick Pitaro, bringing you all the action. Live from Lambert Park. It is 1-0 at half-time. And into this second half, APIA Leichhardt will be playing from left to right on your screens. And Kyle Shaw is on the ball straight away, and he is pressured immediately by Will Folder. He was in and amongst it in that first half, Will Folder, both the defence and attack. But, wasn't able to trouble Ali Kalach. No shots on target from Ali in that first half. They'll be looking to turn that around in the second half. Turner dropping it off now for de Robillard. De Robillard's got Fong there. Fong gets a touch. Does well. And now Gonzalez, the goal scorer, on the ball, and he leaves it for Kambayashi. Kambayashi stops and pauses, drops it inside now for Fong. Fong inside for Court, beautifully for Kaspers. Kaspers spreads the ball very elegantly out there for Michael Kuda. Kuda gets the return pass. Kuda can't quite pick up the wall pass. And now Coop looking to find Burgess. But again, a feature of that first half. Swarming defence, out of possession. Proactive defence from this APIA Leichhardt side. And they've won the ball back again straight away. Kambayashi, Jordan calling for the ball. Fong calling for the ball on this near side. And it's Fong who was found. Court is making a nice run. Kambayashi finds Court now at the second time of asking. Max Court going to dink the ball in behind for Kambayashi. Can he get there with a touch? Lovely run there, a lovely pass. Just a flick pass with the instep there from Max Court. Putting a bit of backspin on it. Trying to put Kambayashi in the number 2 jersey into space. But they're having to get the ball away now from deep in their own half. And it's de Robillard, pressed high again by Fong. 6 different APIA Leichhardt players right up in this final third of the field, pressing high. That tactic was used to great effect in the first half. They are clearly sticking with it in the second half. And now Manny looking to get the ball away. Coop takes a touch and a turn. Shaw is there quickly, wins it. Drops it off for Jordan. Jordan, who's caught in possession. Jordan, he's looking up, trying to weigh up his options. And now Burgess. Bearing down on goal. Burgess. Spins, turns. Holds the ball up nicely. Finds Ono. And Ono drops it across for O'Driscoll. Striding forward now, tall man O'Driscoll with the distinctive blonde locks. But, he is forced back, finds his captain, who in turn finds Bakewell. And Bakewell for Martinello. Off for Ono. Ono almost caught by Kaspers. But, he finds O'Driscoll, who plays it long for Priz. Little ding tether inside by Priz for Folder. But, Folder can't quite get it, but Burgess does well. And he turns. And now Coop. Chance for a shot. Coop with the shot. Doesn't quite trouble Ali Kalach. That is the most lively they have looked in this entire match. Certainly in this second half. Nice interplay there. And surprise, surprise. It's Darcy Burgess creating something out of nothing. Put Ben Coop into a little bit of space. Left-footed shot there from Ben Coop, but just darked away from Oliver Kalach's goal. And out harmlessly wide from an APIA Leichhardt point of view. And now they're coming again here. APIA Leichhardt, Gonzalez plays the ball in low. Rory Jordan had held his run just a little bit. He was closer to the penalty spot than he was to the 6-yard box, Rory Jordan. And so the ball rolls for Turner. And now the call is squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It was press, press, press in the first half. And it's squeeze, squeeze, squeeze in the second half from the APIA Leichhardt bench. Forcing the ball to be played long from Watamarlo. Just composes himself briefly as the ball takes an unusual bounce. And he finds his centre-half partner, Shaw, who in turn finds Kaspers. And now Kuta. But, Kuta just finds Priz. And Priz now strides forward. Evades Jordan. Finds Burgess. Burgess, lovely feet for Burgess. And now de Robillard. De Robillard bearing down on goal. Fong is there. Terrific sliding challenge from Cameron Fong. That's why he's been getting Player of the Match awards of late, Cameron Fong. Danger not averted yet to Robillard. To Robillard again. Kambayashi does well. Gets the ball away. Looking very lively at the start of the second half. And they're still in possession. And to Robillard. Looking to pull the trigger to Robillard. But again, not troubling Oliver Kallich there. It's high and away. But almost 5 minutes gone in the second half. And there has been significantly more action from an attacking point of view from this Manly side than there was in the entire first half already. Don't appear to have done much to change their setup, but just perhaps a few stinging words from their coach, Knizovic. They have to attack. They're 1-0 down. They've started this second half with great gusto, creating some chances. No shots on target. And, there's Michael Kuda again with a slightly dubious throw-in technique. Almost a foul throw. Jordan now plays the ball over the Bayashi and then just drops the ball out on that far side, directly below the floodlights, out on that far side. The Joe Marston Pavilion overlooking them. And it is Court. Too light of a touch there, Court. Gets the ball again. Gets the touch right there on that occasion for Kuda. And Kuda for Kambayashi. Just loses his footing slightly. And the squeeze call again comes as soon as Manly are in possession. Squeeze is the call. And, no choice at all there for O'Driscoll. He has to play the ball away. The crumbs have fallen now for Burgess, and he strides forward. He's got Monge there inside him. But an elegant pass out here for Ono. Ono has got two two-way man in the box. But, the ball does not get anywhere near the box because Cameron Fong is there yet again. Terrific defensive performance from him so far tonight. And now Ono for Burgess, coming deep to get the ball. And he finds Ono a second time. And now again for O'Driscoll, the Irishman. Off for his captain. And he's looking to get the ball past there. The connection not quite right. Court looking to turn. But, Max Court commits a foul there. And again, the asking for the yellow cards here. Players plaintively appealing. Toby Bakewell suggesting that he was away and into a bit of space there, had he not been dragged back by Max Court. But no yellow cards so far tonight from our referee, Michael Wiener, I beg your pardon. And he's been decisive throughout, you would have to say. Experienced referee. Now, Ono. Nearly got the ball caught under his feet there, under pressure from Kambayashi. But he does well. He finds O'Driscoll, who in turn finds Priz. Priz plays it forward to Kuda, charging onto the ball. Wins it well. Finds Monge. Monge going to turn it back inside, but he's turned it over. And now here's Burgess. Burgess. Is he caught from behind Burgess? He isn't, but he's found to Robillard. Robillard looking to step inside. And not for the first time tonight. Cameron Fong. And now he drives away Fong. Has his run checked by Robillard. And so he comes back inside for Kambayashi. For Kaspers. Kaspers just left his teammate short there. But, again, this momentum is with Manly to a certain extent. Bakewell. The bounce of the ball doesn't favour him, and it falls for Max Court. A little bit of a scrappy start to the second half for APIA Leichhardt. Not able to get their foot on the ball and giving away a few silly fouls, as they've done again there with Kaspers. And again, a little conversation with the referee every time a free kick is given. Both sides just coming in and expressing their view. I'm sure referees love to hear advice and guidance from the players. And now Burgess. He's got a chance to float the ball into the box here. And on this far side, Mwata Marlowe, he's picking up O'Driscoll. And Kaspers is picking up Neuenhoff. O'Driscoll gets there. Mwata Marlowe just did enough to put off Aaron O'Driscoll, who did win the ball in the air, but couldn't get enough on it. Kallich picks it up comfortably and bowls it out. But again, this second half has started much more brightly for the Manly side. I think a couple of half chances, you would certainly say. No real clear-cut chances yet, and Oliver Kallich not really called into action. But, they will be looking to get themselves back into this game. Mwata Marlowe. Beautiful ball off for Court. Can he get a touch there? Court, he does. Finds Gonzalez. He's caught late, Court. Referee says let's play an advantage. Gonzalez now for Kambayashi. Kambayashi said, let's just hold it up here, I think, because Max Court has taken a knock. But he's back on his feet quickly, Max Court, I should say. And I felt he was caught late on the knee, just indicating where he was caught there. And Michael Wiener said, let's get things going again. A good sporting play from Manly. They give the ball straight back to APIA Leichhardt. And Moata Marlow finds Shaw. Shaw looking to spread the ball out for Kuda. Takes a great touch there. Michael Kuda. He's got Jordan coming from the outside. Rory Jordan is here. Jordan stepping inside. One drives at the shot. Well, up off the shoulder and away. An unorthodox save. But danger not averted yet. Michael Kuda still there on the edge of the box. And he's holding the ball up nicely, showing his futsal skills, and he's gone down. Referee had a long, hard look at that one and waves it away. Well, 2 chances in a moment. A terrific shot from Rory Jordan. An orthodox stop from Harry Turner with the shoulder. The rebound fell kindly from an APIA Leichhardt point of view. Michael Kuda showing all those futsal skills of his, keeping the ball under close control. And felt like he was taken out. Our referee, Michael Wiener, had a long, hard look at it and then waved it away. We stay at 1-0 to the home side. But is that a bit of a momentum shifter? Just over 10 minutes gone in the second half. Beautiful turn from Court. And a second time. And then a pirouette. And then a nice touch off for Kaspers. Kaspers looking up. The shot's not on. So he drops it outside for Kuda. Kuda steps inside. Is he fouled that time? He is indeed. And Kaspers looking to take it quickly. They're not going to let themselves be caught out twice, Manly. They went to sleep momentarily in the first half. 20 minutes gone in the first half, in fact, and allowed APIA Leichhardt to take a quick free kick, which Oscar Gonzalez capitalised on. And that is the difference between the two sides at the moment. They were not going to get caught out a second time. Free kick conceded. Luke Neuenhoff straight over the ball there. A little bit of push and shove with Eddie Kaspers. But mission accomplished from a Manly point of view. Delayed the free kick. But the danger is still there. Kambayashi to take. He's got Moata Marlow on Shaw and Gonzalez to aim at. And he floats it into the back post. And it is just over everybody. And Turner, arms out wide. Just lets the ball sail out of play. And the ball, in fact, has gone away. And over the advertising hoarding there. And it's very difficult to retrieve. So a second ball is required. And surprise, surprise, APIA Leichhardt quick to retrieve. And now O'Driscoll. And he hoofs the ball forward. Looking to find Darcy Burgess. Can't quite find him. And some conjecture over who the throw has been awarded to. Linesman wasn't sure. Referee was. It's been awarded to APIA Leichhardt. And it's Kuda, short for Kaspers. And throw goes the other way now this time. So they both look like 50-50 decisions. And one went for APIA and one for Manly. And they've taken it quickly, Manly, and they're away again. And they're being squeezed and pressed again. And the goalkeeper's got to be very quick with his feet there. And he gets it away to Robillard. Can't go past Kaspers. Got past him a first time. Kaspers. Little dink tether. And now Kambayashi dinks the ball over the top. Can't quite find a teammate. Wins it again beautifully. Monge. Nice feet there from Monge. And then a lovely turn from Moata Marlow. And he finds Kaspers again. And it's spread out beautifully again for Michael Kuda on that far side. No Jordan going around the outside this time, but Max Court is there. Jordan now comes on the inside. And he drops it back outside for Court. Court floats the ball in. Martinello was there, does well, gets it away, and it's helped away a second time. And there is Coop. Coop is coming deeper and deeper all the time, trying to get a touch. He's almost inside his own defensive third now, looking to get a touch. There's Ben Coop. And Kambayashi. Little wiggle of the hips there. Drops it outside for Jordan, who leaves it for Kuda. Floated back across for Jordan. He takes a touch, he turns. Can he get a shot in? Gets the shot in, but it's handled well by Harry Turner. Almost an hour gone now in this match. Much more even half this half. Game was totally dominated by APIA in that first half. But particularly in the first 5 or 10 minutes, Manly coming right back into it. Looks like we're going to have a bit of action on the substitutes bench. It's Ayumi Kimura, who is almost getting ready to come on. And Douglas John as well has the tracksuit top off, so we might be having a couple of substitutions for Manly. But, not before Ono strides forward there, but the ball was always going to be the winner on that occasion. Good run by Ono though, and a good idea, and I think we are going to get 2 substitutions. And there might even be some APIA substitutions too. Rory Jordan making his way to the sideline. But, no substitutions just yet. Ono and Fong in the air. Kambayashi gets a beautiful touch. Lovely feet inside for Gonzalez. Gonzalez keeps the ball in really well there. But, Martinello just drops off back to his keeper, and he plays it long. Darabolar, lovely chest control down for Ono. And Ono inside for Bakewell. Had a little look behind him, Bakewell, so he had a little bit of space. And he comes again. Burgess can't quite get there. Burgess goes for a second nip of the ball there, and again can't quite get it. Kaspers, but he's caught in possession. Darabolar. It's got Nieuwenhof and Burgess. Burgess, Nieuwenhof takes a touch and down he goes. And is that going to be the first yellow card of the day? It is indeed. Moata Marlowe. I got there as quickly as I could, ref. But, did not get there in time to get the ball. Caught the ban. And that is going to be our first yellow card of the evening. Just on the hour mark, just over the hour mark, in fact. And Manly now 2 substitutes ready to come on. Looks like it's Will Folder who's going to be making his way off. Indeed it is. And it's Ayumi Kimura who's going to make his way on in the 11 jersey. So it's Kimura on in the 11 jersey. And Bakewell is also off. Bakewell in the 24. And coming on is going to be Douglas John in the 29. So it's Kimura and John on. Bakewell and Folder off. Now Burgess floats the free kick in to the back post. It's, the player who conceded the yellow card there is battling hard for the ball. Still not away. Fantastic Marta Marlowe. Won the ball. And now Kaspers. Lovely close control. Beautiful close control. And he finds a teammate and he's caught late. And they probably wanted the advantage there. Did APIA Leichhardt. And we are going to have now a double substitution on the APIA Leichhardt side as well. But, not just yet. Looks like it's Franco Farinella, the 99, who's getting ready to come on. And from our vantage point, it looks like it's Presley Ortiz also coming on. And that just shows the strength and depth of this APIA side. Absolutely ridiculous. Franco Farinella, for many people, one of the top 2 or 3 defensive midfielders in this entire competition, let alone this APIA Leichhardt side. Not starting tonight, but he's ready to come on now. And Presley Ortiz, I think it's Presley Ortiz. Can't quite see from our vantage point, but it looks like it is him coming on. And it is indeed Sir Farinella is making his way on. Fabian Monge is off. And that's very much like for like. And it is indeed Presley Ortiz. Gonzalez will be making his way off. Presley Ortiz is on. And it's Farinella. So it's 99 and 9 making their way on. And what a luxury that is for APIA Leichhardt. Their top goal scorer. 7 goals so far this season. Presley Ortiz. And they can bring him on with just over an hour gone in the match. Just 1-0 up. Trying to get themselves a second goal to seal the match. Yeah, let's send on our top scorer. So the riches on the bench for Franco Perez. And not to just talk about Presley Ortiz, but a straight swap really there. Fabian Monge, who's had a terrific game, defensive midfielder, and he has made his way off for Franco, or described as Frankie Farinella. That is perhaps a change in moniker. Franco/Frankie Farinella, also on. Now the ball floated forward there, but Manly just drifted into an offside position there. So almost 20 minutes gone now in this second half. A couple of substitutions made. This is usually the time in the game. Whichever team settles better after the substitutions will come away with the chocolates. And let's see now what those changes make. If it means more people will be pushing forward, Manly have got to try and push forward and get something. They trail by 1-0. Will they leave some gaps at the back? And if they do, will the likes of Rory Jordan and others using their pace capitalise? Now Jordan, he's moved around a bit. He's come down to this near side now, Rory Jordan. But Ono is there, and Ono plays it forward to Shaw. A tower at the back. Drops it off to one of the substitutes, Farinella. And he finds Kuda. Prezi Ortiz calling for the ball into space. He finds it, Ortiz. He's got O'Driscoll there with him. Ortiz. Backpedaling Ortiz. And, then looking to get himself in around behind. But O'Driscoll does really well. Touches the ball away, finds a teammate, and then clears it away. But, the deflection falls for an APIA Leichhardt player. And then a lovely touch now. Right there, Farinella coming across. Classic Farinella sliding across, makes the challenge. But at the expense of a throw out on that far side. Now Kuda drives the ball forward. Not really towards a teammate, just towards Martinello. Court, as he's been doing all night, driving the keeper back, forcing the clearance. And Burgess with a lovely touch. Full tug of the jersey there, right in full view of the referee, but he said play on. And here is Kaspers now, looking to benefit from that. Kambayashi, is he caught? He is indeed. Well, Manly straight away are onto the referee. Burgess telling the ref, I just had my jersey pulled there, ref, and you don't give it. APIA Leichhardt turn around, go a few metres forward. They're taking a quick free kick again. Well, they're caught complaining here, Manly. Not getting back into position, they're complaining. And nearly caught out there for a second time with a quick free kick. Burgess and others surrounding the referee, pleading their case for a free kick, not given. Free kick taken quickly. Prezi Ortiz couldn't quite benefit. And now here comes to Robillard, back the other way. Jordan is there. Just seems to lose his feet there to Robillard before the challenge, but referee doesn't agree. I felt that there was enough in that to give a free kick. Which Ono is getting ready to take. And he takes quickly. Wait was the call for Ono. O'Driscoll wanted to get himself forward. Ono took it quickly. And now here is O'Driscoll, and he finds his captain. And there he is again, but they're driven back. Again and again, this high press, this squeeze from APIA Leichhardt. Driving Manly back, forcing them into errors, forcing them into playing the ball long. But now here is Burgess. Burgess takes a lovely flick back from Coop. And again, finds Ono. Out for de Robillard. Looking to float the ball in. Floats it in nicely. Coop nearly gets there for a touch. The crumbs fall on the edge of the box. Kuda gets back. Does well. Finds Jordi Perez. He tries to find Farinella. The two substitutes combining there. But the ball has fallen for Manly. And Burgess again. Looks dangerous whenever he is on the ball. And now the substitutes on the other side. John in the 29 jersey. Back for Martinella. In turn, finds O'Driscoll. This is the most amount of space the centre-back has had on the ball. They seem to have dropped back just a fraction here, APIA Leichhardt. But here's Court, pressing. John, who finds Ono. Ono, Rory Jordan does really well, nicks the ball away and finds Court. Court, looking for Farinella. Doesn't quite find him. Finds Kambayashi. Great vision from Kambayashi. Puts Jordan into space here. He's got Ono coming back. Jordan looking to get the ball dinked inside. Touches come off Ono. He's going to let the ball run out here, Ono. But, a corner is won. There's 4 young APIA Leichhardt supporters down there encouraging the referee to award a corner, and he has done exactly that. Prezi Ortiz working hard. Rory Jordan using his pace. And now Michael Kuta likely to use his left foot to swing the ball in. Moata Marlowe again, striding forward. Shaw is already there. Kambayashi hovering on the edge of the 6-yard box. Prezi Ortiz is there too. And looking again at how they're going to defend here. They've got O'Driscoll looking like he's the zone defender. He's asking Priz to pick up the free man, and Prezi Ortiz is totally unmarked in the middle of the box there. Prezi Ortiz was totally unmarked. O'Driscoll and Priz pointing at each other and pointing at Ortiz, and neither of them picked him up. But Kuda couldn't quite find him with the corner. But here's Kuda again with Kambayashi, and Kuda, second time. Kuda drops it off court. Ball is blocked away. And now Burgess to Robillard, looking to break away. He's caught again by Fong, who's had a terrific game tonight. Fong Still going, but Robillard worked back well, won the ball. It was his mistake. And now Kimura. The two number 11s there, Jordan and Kimura, battling it out. And now John looking to play the ball into space. In behind for Robillard. That was the run that he wanted Robillard to make. Kalach just takes a little step backwards to pick the ball up inside his box, and he bowls it out. 20 minutes to go in this match. It's poised nicely. Just 1-0 for APIA Leichhardt. And here's Ortiz. Ortiz, can he get a touch inside the box? Ortiz is there. Oh, what a finish from Presley Ortiz. Absolutely fantastic. When he's shrugging his shoulders there, I think he felt the chance had escaped him. There were two Manly defenders there. And after 70 minutes of this game, Presley Ortiz has made it 2-0. The chance looked to have gone a begging. There were two Manly United defenders there, but he swung a foot at it to Presley Ortiz, and it might have just clipped the inside of the post as it went in. Harry Turner helpless in goal, and that is a key moment in this match. Goals change matches, and they've got a second goal now. APIA Leichhardt. 20 minutes gone, it was Oscar Gonzalez. 20 minutes to go, it's Presley Ortiz. And we're going to have a few more changes now by the looks of things. And it's, well, the number 28 and 22 is going up here for APIA. But yes, indeed it is. It's Eddie Kaspers who's making his way off. Ali Saab will be making his way on in the 28 jersey. So Eddie Kaspers, he's had a terrific game tonight, Eddie Kaspers, and he is called ashore by Franco Perese. And so it's Farinella, Presley Ortiz and Ali Saab. And the call is still there, squeeze from the APIA Leichhardt bench. They are not changing that tactic. The personnel has changed somewhat, but they are not changing the tactics at all. As Kaspers strides off a little bit gingerly on the ankle there, perhaps. But he's heading off. And it is Ali Saab who has come on in his place. 2-0 now for APIA Leichhardt. That is a much more comfortable position for them to be in. They say 2-0 is the most dangerous score in football. But on the balance of play, this has been one of the more dominant 2-0 performances. Certainly in this NPL New South Wales competition this year. Well, there's O'Driscoll again, rising high, winning the ball. He's put in a shift at the back there. But now with the 2-goal lead, will APIA Leichhardt settle a little bit? Will they play a little bit more freely? And can they add to that 2-goal lead? Kuta. Again, a call for the foul throw there, not for the first time. And a call for an offside flag, but it goes unheeded. Rory Jordan comes through. Jordan for Presley Ortiz. But, just a little bit too far for Presley Ortiz there. Jordan with a chance to lay one on a plate for Presley Ortiz. But, was not able to get hold of it. And they come now Manly, going the other way. Coop drops it off nicely for Ono. Ono steps inside. Robillard calling for a short. Burgess also calling for it, just to his right. And Burgess gets it, finds Nieuwenhof. And then Nieuwenhof dropping it outside for his captain. Back inside for Burgess. Everything good comes through Burgess. He's at the core of everything. From an attacking point of view, certainly. Has not been able to free himself from any of the attention of a significant number of APIA Leichhardt players when he gets the ball. And it's true again there, but ball falls from now. And now Robillard. Shaping for the shot. Robillard with the shot. Comfortable in the end for Kalach. Moved his feet quickly, but a shot on target for Manly. Haven't had many of those tonight. And Kalach now releases the ball for Kambayashi. Just got to the flight of it beautifully there. Did Max Martinello. And down below us, Farinella working hard, getting a touch, finding Kambayashi, who in turn finds Fong. And Kambayashi again into the middle of the midfield. And it's there with Saab. Kuta, forward now for Court. Well, the ball just evaded Nieuwenhof. Max Court had overrun it just a fraction. And through for Turner. He's got the ball at his feet again, Turner. He's pressed by Ortiz. And now again, pressed by Kambayashi. And Fong just holds off the press just a fraction, Cameron Fong. They've no room to move, no room to breathe here, Manly, whatsoever. APIA Leichhardt closing in, and there is Kuda, and Kuda does well and affects the turnover. And they're going to come now. Farinella returns the favour back for Kuda. Ball skims up off the surface, takes a lovely touch to Kuda. He's got Prezi Ortiz to aim at. He's got Max Court short. Max Court is there. Beautiful ball inside now for Kuda with the left foot. Drives it in. Blocked away well. Going to get it back again, Kuda. He's done that a few times tonight as Harry Turner. Stood up well. Used his body, shoulders, arms, elbows. Everything counts. And he's blocked the ball away really nicely there. And looks like it's time for another substitution. It is indeed. And it is Kai Evans in the 19 jersey, attack-minded player. He has made his way on. So Kai Evans in 19. He is on for Manly. So 3 changes for each teams. But the attack is incessant now from APIA Leichhardt. Kuda. And so it's Coop who's made way. He's battled manfully, Ben Coop. Not much support around him. But now Court. Well, he had a bit of time there, Max Court. I don't think he realised how much time he actually had. He gave the return pass to Kambayashi. But he might have held on. Lovely duck there from our match referee, Michael Winner. And he lets the ball come through here now for Ono, who's striding forward. And I think someone's complimented him on the duck there, Michael Winner, as they went past. A little smile on his face. Good to see a referee enjoying himself out there. And now O'Driscoll drops it off for Priz inside for Burgess. Saab is there quickly. Quick exchange of passes, finds Neuenhoff. And Neuenhoff finds to Robillard. Looking to turn to Robillard. Looking to turn a second time. Fong is there. And who else? But Farinella. They call the number 3 slot in baseball the clean-up slot when you're batting at number 4. And, that is very much Farinella's game, the clean-up. You might get past one player. Farinella is going to be there in the clean-up slot. Making sure you can't get forward, can't get a shot away. He's had a terrific season and a half, I think it's fair to say. And then a beautiful pass with the outside of the right, releasing Presley Ortiz. Ortiz, not much support there, and then a little slip for Presley Ortiz. But what a beautiful pass with the outside of the right foot there. Musaya Kambayashi, applause ripples around Lambert Park for that beautiful piece of skill. That Brazilian style. We've got the World Cup coming up next week, of course. Brazilian style outside of the right pass, into space, in behind that last defender. Presley Ortiz running onto it, but just at the wrong moment. He lost his footing. Wrong moment from a APIA Leichhardt point of view, of course. But Manly will be delighted to have seen that slip. And now Kuda. Kuda hurdles the last challenge of O'Driscoll. Can he keep it in play? He does well. And, can't hurdle the second challenge. And it's out for a corner, but great athleticism there from Michael Kuda. O'Driscoll came. He was late to the ball. And held his arms up. Kuda hurdled over him. Well, he's put his hand up there, Michael Kuda, I think. Is he he's either looking for water or perhaps he's looking for a bit of a rest? 12 minutes to go in this game. And, he's hobbling just a fraction there, Michael Kuda. I think he's indicating he would like to come off. But ball is still in there, battling around inside the box. They can't clear it. And waiting and standing around on serve at the back post. Ball falls for Saab. Saab with the shot. He's been troubled a few times, Harry Turner, but not troubled on that occasion. Certainly from the follow-up, but one of those slow motion moments. The ball was just sitting there inside the box. Everybody looking at it. A few legs swinging towards it. No one able to get a touch of it. It floated away from the keeper, and on the line there it was Ono. Seemed to be waiting for a moment to clear it. I'm not sure why. But eventually got a toe poke to it and away it went. And we stay at 2-0. Touch from the keeper again. Just touched it away from Presley Ortiz there nicely. Made a bit of space for himself and plays it long. And, let's see if Michael Kuda is asking to come off. No, he seems to be okay now, Michael Kuda. Although they are getting a substitute ready. And is there going to be a substitution? Well, no, not before this throw. And Ortiz drops it down for Jordan. And he plays it forward. And there is Farinella, the clean-up man, yet again, getting to the ball, winning the possession back. And Jordan there again. It's a little bit scrappy. Quite contested and congested in there. Sliding challenges coming in. And we've got ourselves a throw. And A chance for that substitution now. We're going to have 2 substitutions, in fact, for APIA by the looks of things. And I think it is indeed Michael Kuda who's going off. Just gingerly. And Max Court also heading off. And it is Naveed Alizada who's going to be coming on in the number 3 jersey. And Levi Shuriaga is also making his way on. So it's Naveed Alizada in 3. And Levi Shuriaga, the goal scorer here a week or so ago. And again, the challenge is sliding in here in what has turned into an unusually scrappy passage of the match. But now Kambayashi looking to change all that. And he finds Ortiz. You've got time, his teammates tell him. Ortiz drives it in low. Levi Shuriaga trying to get there. But Harry Turner gets there first and he bowls it out for Durabalar. Durabalar finds Evans. He gets it back, but Farinella gets it again. And now Ortiz bearing down on goal. Ortiz inside, outside. Prezi Ortiz blocked away well. Using his feet this time. He's using everything available to him. Feet, arms, shoulders, elbows. He's had a good game in goal. And now here is Burgess. Burgess dropping it off for Priz. Priz looking to play the ball over the top into space. Plays it nicely. And it's Kimura. Kimura. Stepping inside Alizada. Nothing really comes of it. Less than 10 minutes to go now in this game. A Manly goal now would really put the cat amongst the pigeons. They have been thoroughly outplayed, except for probably a 10 or 15 minute period at the start of the second half. They looked somewhat lively. But outside of that, it has been all APIA Leichhardt in defence and attack. And Kimura now looking to win himself a corner, and he has won himself a corner. So here is a chance with less than 10 minutes on the clock for Manly to somehow get themselves back into this game. O'Driscoll heading forward. Martinello heading forward. Nieuwenhof there as well, has got a bit of size about him. Nieuwenhof being marked by Shuriaga, who I was here watching the Marconi versus Appia game a few weeks ago. A late equaliser for that man Shuriaga. Looked very lively when he came on. He came on late and he scored very late. But, speaking of late goals, can Manly get themselves back into this? The corner, floated in, but headed away really well there by Ali Saab. Won well, called well. Header was then drifted back in, but Wadamarla gets it, plays it away. Jordan doesn't really contest there. Rory Jordan was waiting for the crumbs to come back his way. And now here is Burgess on the ball. It's 2 players to contest with, Presley Ortiz and Kambayashi. And then Saab turns nicely, turns very nicely, finds Farinella. But Farinella has got nobody to aim at there. I think he felt he was going to have a teammate outside him. Just found a blue jersey. In fact, the middle, looking at it there, the middle of the Manly jersey, the red in the middle of the Manly jersey, maybe just caught his eye as he went to release the pass. They do have a white away strip, Manly. Slightly surprised they haven't worn that tonight. But, there is Shaw, and that is a second ball heading out onto the street behind. It doesn't change the outcome from a game point of view when it's Ono who drops it off for Martinello. Martinello short for O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll with the ball bounced up very awkwardly for him there. O'Driscoll, all he could do really was quickly usher the ball back to a central defensive teammate. And they're looking to break forward now. Nieuwenhof for Burgess and Nieuwenhof. They've combined well, these two tonight, in the rare occasions when they've had a little bit of possession. And they're combining well again. Nieuwenhof finds Burgess a second time, who finds Durabalar. Looking to get round the outside and get round the outside of Fong. Not much change there from Cameron Fong, who has been resolute at the back. A few people have run at him tonight. Nobody has got anything. Not even a corner, I don't think. And certainly not a corner on that occasion, as Oliver Kalach now brings the ball into the middle of the goal. Look to see what his options are, and he chooses to go long to find Shuriaga. Shuriaga and O'Driscoll battling. And O'Driscoll seemed to have an armful of jersey there. The referee says play on. And Burgess holds it up nicely. And he finds John, who would turn, finds Martinello. Not really much on them for him. Again, the high press. Presley Ortiz closing him down quickly. Very, very few options. Supposed to go back to his keeper. And then gets the ball again. And goes short for de Robillard. Inside his own final third of the field, de Robillard. And he finds O'Driscoll, who spreads the ball out beautifully. Kimura takes a touch. And, very clever defending there out on that far side. Alizada just got his body in front. And, forced the foul. 5 minutes or so on the clock. APIA Leichhardt, the result probably was all that mattered tonight. They will send themselves to the top of the table tonight. Marconi still yet to play this weekend. City United 58, victorious in an earlier game. 2-0 over Western Sydney Wanderers. And we can just have a little check of some of the other scores now. APIA, yes, 2-0 up here, of course. St George and Sutherland 1-1 at the moment. And St George City and Sydney Olympic 0-0. And ST Raiders a 2-0 win over University of New South Wales. So some interesting results so far tonight. But the only one that we're focused on here is that APIA Leichhardt will send themselves to the top of the ladder if they can maintain this 2-goal lead. John now on the ball, looking to spread it. Spreads it beautifully out to that far side. Finds his captain. But, the ball just sat up there. Alizada, one of our substitutes, did really well. Got there well. Now Evans gets the ball, but without a moment's peace. And he is forced backwards, as has been the story of the night. Manly in possession, but no matter where they have the ball on the field, they're being forced backwards. They're being hassled and harried. They have created turnovers, they've created quick free kicks, created chances for themselves, multiple chances. They've taken 2 of those so far. And they lead 2-0. Still battling though, Manly. They've not given up the ghost here. And here's Kimura. Kimura with the shot. Well, Kalach has to block it away. Seem to see it late there, Oliver Kalach. Shot came in well from Kimura. Kimura did score an absolute blinder in a late win against St George City just 2 weeks ago at 90 plus 5. Well, 90 plus 3, I beg your pardon, winner. And he was going to get amongst the goal scorers again. Kalach was well positioned. As I said, seemed to see it late, but got 2 big palms up, palmed the ball away. And his defence were there to help him out and clear it away. But that's probably the closest Manly have come to scoring. And we're in the 86th minute of the match. Muwatamaro drops the header off, looks to win it again, does win it again. And, delicate drop off there for Farinella, but couldn't make a count. And now O'Driscoll, Paul just evades him, but it finds Priz, and Priz now looking for Kimura again. But, can't find him. It's Alizada who finds Saab, and Saab turns nicely, and is he caught there? He is indeed. With so little time on the clock, Manly United cannot afford to be giving away free kicks like that. They'll just be able to run out the clock here, you'd imagine. APIA Leichhardt probably take another 30 seconds or so off. Shaw finds Kambayashi. Kambayashi Jordan making the early run. Kambayashi chooses to drop it inside. Tries to find Shuriaga. Just plays up behind Levi Shuriaga there. Manly again, still pressing on, looking to get themselves back into this game. But it would really be the great escape now at this point if they were to salvage a point from Lambert Park. It's a hard place to come. Very, very few teams come away with a point, let alone 3, as Marconi discovered just 2 weeks ago. And now the ball played forward somewhat agriculturally, and out it goes for O'Driscoll. The game winding down here, you feel. APIA Leichhardt happy to play the ball forward, happy to run out the clock. They're dropping a few players back now. That high press happening not so much. And there is Shuriaga. Went to press and then dropped. And now Kambayashi closes down Ono. And he's got absolutely nowhere to go here, Ono. Goes back. He's been absolutely trapped in a corner there. Has to play it back for Martinello, who does well to drop it out and finds Burgess. But it's won there by Saab. Trying to find Shuriaga. Can't quite find him. 30 seconds of normal time left here. At this stage of the season for APIA Leichhardt, the result really is all that matters. It's been a decent performance, hard-working. When out of possession, they have been absolutely terrific. In possession, I think they have been decent without being spectacular. But, they've been well worth the 3 points here tonight if that's the way it finishes. Oh no, now plays the ball back. Plays it back very heavily. Turner has to work hard to get there, and calmly plays the ball out for Martinello, and he's been pressed again by Kambayashi. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze again is the call. And that is absolutely emblematic of what this game has been. Ball into the corner, pressing, the goalkeeper plays it back. They're trapped to the corner, and they have to play the ball out. But now the ball is over the top for Evans. Evans coming onto it with a chance to score late. Evans digs it over Kalach. Well, does he take that on the edge of the box? Kalach. He's directly on the edge of his box, and he used absolutely every centimetre of his frame, Kalach. Reached up high into the sky, right on the edge of his box. Excellent goalkeeping there from Kalach. Came out, made it difficult for Evans, who was through and in behind. But, it's not to be tonight for Manly, and they've had their two best chances in these last 10 minutes. Not able to convert either of them, but they're still coming again. Kimura round the outside. Kimura getting inside the box. It's a very effective challenge. Well, it looked like it was going to be a goal kick there, but at the last minute, Michael Wiener has said that's a corner. This is likely to be the last action of the game. We are into injury time. There have been precious few injuries or delays or stoppages in this game. And Manly now sending the tall timber forward again. O'Driscoll is right in there. Newenhoff. Ball is floated in. O'Driscoll tries to win it. But, just over his head. Can Burgess salvage it? He does really well, Burgess. But, the tackle comes in from Presley Ortiz. As has been the case tonight for APIA Leichhardt. Every player working hard, no matter your position, defence or attack. Everyone working hard when not in possession. And Presley Ortiz again. Working hard, but at the expense of a throw, which is wobbled in somewhat and then flicked away. Now, Ono, 25 metres out, Ono. He thought about the shot there for a moment, and he slides across and he's fouled. And it's Farinella there with the errant challenge. Again, he's always at the ball, Farinella, working hard on that 50-50 line. If he gets it, it's a terrific challenge. If he misses it, it's a free kick, but it's rarely a booking. He's got a real skill for that. And now Burgess look to float this ball in. He's got Ono coming short, but Presley Ortiz sees that. And now Burgess with the chance. Digs it in towards the back post. But Moata Marlow was there. Clears it away. Kimura looking to get on it. But, Alizada does well. Clears it away. And it's out for a throw. But he got an injury just in the middle of the box there. Between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box. Michael Wiener is just striding across. And it might actually just be a lace issue rather than an injury issue. And it's Jesse Perez, the Manly captain. And now it looks like an injury. He's walking off rather gingerly there out the back. Can't be much time left on the clock here. Newenhoff drops it short for Kimura. The ball goes out. A long look at the watch. A check of both watches, in fact, from Michael Wiener. And after a check of both watches, Michael Wiener says that will be it for tonight. A very deserved 2-0 win for APIA Leichhardt. A goal after 20 minutes from Oscar Gonzalez. A goal with 20 minutes to go from Presley Ortiz. They had a significant number of shots. Decent performance from Harry Turner in goal in Manly. He used everything available to him. Arms, elbows, knees and legs to block out the chances. They hit the bar as well, APIA Leichhardt. But a deserved 2-0 win here. They worked hard out of possession. And so we will leave it here from Lambert Park. David Feeney alongside Nick Pitaro. It is the home side, APIA Leichhardt 2. The away side, Manly United 0. And we will see you next time at the football.